Take two. Seems like I got disconnected on the other live stream. Hope all of you are having a wonderful day today. Kind of a little rough with these freaking streams going back and forth, not gonna lie, but today we're gonna be talking about Solana meme tokens and the market pump that we're actually seeing. So I hope all of you are having a wonderful day today. Smash that like button for me, and let's go ahead and check if we are officially live. So give me about 1 second before I do keep on going. Okay, it looks like we are officially live. So welcome everybody. We're going to be talking about Solana meme tokens. We're going to be talking about the overall market and what we could be expecting as well moving forward. How's it going, Happy? Hope you're having a good one. Thank you for being here today. Dab Master, how's it going, man? Thank you for being here. I got disconnected on my other stream, man. I was like 10 minutes in my stream and got freaking disconnected. So we're back at it right now, trying to go ahead and get the stream up and running. Let's see who joins us today. Let me go ahead and share my let me go ahead and share the link to the team with the Discord. Hold on. That's a good play. Good play. Perfect timing, just rolled the blunt. Nice. How's it going? What's up, Tillery? How's it going, bro? Hope you're having a good one today. It seems like everybody's just burning me in chat right now, man. Hi, how are you? Hope you're having fun. Hey, Mile, how's it going, man? Doing pretty good, man, despite the fact that, you know, woke up to a liquidation this morning. Now I'm getting burned on Discord from everybody. So, yeah, besides that, pretty freaking good, man. Pretty freaking good. So yeah, look, I'm literally getting burnt on the freaking Discord right now, dude. Like, everybody's just burning me right now. See, the thing is, I know there's obviously good intentions, I hope, and people are not just trying to burn me off just to go ahead and burn me off. But let me ask you one of these big questions, right? Who else here on YouTube is gonna go on camera and tell you, hey chat, you know what? I freaking lost money today because I made this mistake. Tell me who else would do that, right? Looking for gems, I'm not. So like, I understand that people are like, oh yeah, like, dude, you were pretty confident in your Solana trading, you got liquidated. Okay, man, but I just told you the reason why I got liquidated. I didn't know how to navigate on the platform, right? I don't have to share my losses or wins with anybody, right? You also have to keep that in mind. Like, tell me what other influencer is probably doing it to the extent where, you know, I'm like, hey chat, you know what, pretty good day, lost this much money, this is my mistakes, so keep this in mind, don't do that mistake. You know what I mean? Instead of grilling someone, I understand there's a difference between telling someone something, and it's the reason why I'm never the type of person to grill anybody if you lose money. Like, if you don't take profits in your position, you get wrecked. It is what it is. Hopefully you learn from your experience, you move on, and you don't literally constantly go on the same thing. It's like, I understand my mistake, right? I effed up. I didn't put my freaking stop loss because I was confident. I went to sleep, woke up with negative, you know, $70. I was good on my position. Forgot to put a stop loss because I'm so used to not using stop losses, which is a bad habit. And then two, when I was trying to put margin because I got liquidated right here, look at where my position's at right now. My position would have been up. So this was literally a liquidity grab that if John knew, for whatever dumb reason, I didn't freaking know how to navigate. I was freaking out. I was panicking. I was half asleep panicking, trying to figure out how to add margin to my call, and I would have been in profits right now. So, you know, for everybody calling me out like, oh, John, like, you're just like a straight gambler, bro. Like, you know, every play you call, like, it just dumps. Like, you're just not hitting it. It's like, dude, tell me who else is going to sit here and tell you their losses. Tell me who else is going to go ahead and tell you that, right? No, I don't have to share that, right? I only share that in order for all of you to possibly learn from my mistakes, right? I'm not here to tell you that I'm the freaking best at everything. I never have claimed, right? My technical analysis has been pretty good on point. You know, literally everything I freaking called has been going. The fact that there's little things where I'm maybe overexposing myself, or maybe I'm not using proper techniques, and I'm confidently saying that those are things I got to work on publicly, I don't think that's something that, one, I really even have to share to begin with, but two, I feel like it's a need to, in order from a lot of you to learn from my mistakes, right? So it's like one of those where, yeah, you could grill me all you want, but at the end of the day, I'm the one willing to go ahead and publicly, I guess, announce it. Not that I have to, right? So that's what you also have to keep in mind. Like, look at it as a, you could grill me all you want, but then also be like, damn, bro, that's really freaking huge for this guy to go ahead and go on here publicly, announce his losses, still try to keep his head up, and then tell you what mistakes he did so you won't have to do, but then you still poop on me by telling me how bad I freaking did. So I'm not going to go ahead and take it personal. I mean, it is what it is. It just kind of mind blowing how it's like, dude, like I'm literally sharing this with everybody. I don't have to share it. You know what I mean? I think the best way you learn is from other people's mistakes, right? So what? I freaking got wrecked. It is what it is, bro. It is what it freaking is, right? You either learn from my mistakes. I learned a huge mistake today. One of the dumbest freaking things I did. And you're going to continue seeing me make dumb mistakes because I never once in my lifetime ever claimed that I'm the freaking best trader in the world. I'm just a regular freaking guy that knows TA, but doesn't mean I'm a freaking expert at every tool that I'm using, right? I never come in here telling you I'm a freaking expert at what I do. I could confidently tell you that I'm pretty good at what I do, but I never claimed I'm the most disciplined person when it comes to trading. I never claimed I'm a pro using these platforms, and I never claimed that I don't take any losses. I've been really transparent with my wins, with my losses. I've been literally on a freaking losing streak these last couple months, man. And the fact that it feels like I'm almost getting close to losing my freaking mind, I continue to push every day, right? And it's all because of your guys' support. So I really appreciate every one of you. But when it comes to grilling someone, and this goes to everybody, right? This goes to everybody, whether it's, you know, close friends, family, whatever the case is. I'm used to hearing all this, right? I really don't care. Does it bother me? It's like, dude, whatever. Like, tell me who else is going to be confidently open and talk about their losses in their life. No one, because no one has the courage to do so. I'm pretty open to what I talked about and what I say, and when a trade goes well for me, when a trade goes bad, when I'm wrong, I'm okay admitting that I'm wrong. And I'm a human, bro, so I'm gonna make mistakes too. So I just want to go ahead and say that. But I mean, if you have anybody close to you and you're grilling them constantly about something, dude, that's not a good way to approach someone, right? I hear this thing all the time. Oh, John, you should have done this. John, you should have done this. John, you should have done this. Oh, John, you should have done this, you know? And there's less people that actually come up and be like, hey, you know what, John, you messed up on this. How about let me go ahead and help you prevent that in the future, right? It's like, instead of like grilling someone, maybe teach that person something, right? So that's what I want to go ahead and take this, is like, I'm a little pissed off right now because my internet just went down and my stream wasn't going right. So that pissed me off. That's where I'm really more pissed off. I'm not even pissed off about the loss. Like, yeah, I'm pretty pissed off, but I already forgot about that. I'm more pissed off about how I was doing my stream, and then I got freaking I got disconnected. That's what pissed me off the most, to be honest. But with that being said, welcome everybody. Just had to go on that rant. We're going to talk about the market. I feel pretty confident about the market today, right? Dude, I'm just freaking laughing because that's all you could do sometimes, man. All you could freaking do is when you almost feel like you're losing your mind is just laugh, right? But let's go ahead and read some questions right now. Milo just went ahead and shared a smart contract. Hey, Tillery, I'm glad you actually shared GameStop. I'm actually bullish on AMC due to the fact that the narrative of GameStop as well. It looks like this thing's going to go back and moon. We'll see where things go. Maybe this thing dies, but I've been buying the dip on AMC. And what I was telling everybody in chat, the thing I was telling everybody in chat, and I'll start reading the comments. I apologize for that. I just needed to go on that little rant because we need to be there for one another, right? We have to support one another and be open about the mistakes that we do. But if you're going to go ahead and tell someone something, I think you should go ahead and at least give some positive feedback back. Don't just freaking poke the freaking bear forever, man. Eventually people lose their minds. Luckily, I've been in this game, and not only in crypto, in the stock market, but also in my personal life, that none of this ever affects me. You can say whatever you want about me, but I really don't care, right? No one has the confidence to go ahead and publicly admit to their mistakes, so beat me at that one. But anyways, what I was saying is the reason why I'm very bullish on this narrative right here with the one that Tillery actually shared. Shout out to Tillery, by the way. GameStop, this thing GameStop actually hit over 11 million market cap, and right now has retraced a lot. That's why we're seeing the market sell-off going on. And I'm really bullish on AMC, even though this thing has dumped 80%. I jumped in at around 400,000 market cap, been buying the dip. As I mentioned, this could be over. None of this is financial advice. As I'm saying, this one is a straight gamble. Like, this is literally a degenerate gamble that I did. I feel very confident on this degenerate gamble. And I know that the money on here is like 100% lost. So I don't care about that money. It's okay. I'm not even expecting this money to make me money. I'm just going to leave it there, wait a couple days, and let it do its thing. Because I was confident on Air Force Ones, and that thing went over 1 million market cap. And I should have just trusted myself. I had a strong belief in myself that that thing was going to pump, and that's exactly what it did, right? I missed out on a 10x because I got scared, and I told myself, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and sell. Right, so with this right here, I'm not gonna freaking sell, dude. I'm gonna sell until I get my price target. The reason why this narrative is really big, as crazy as it sounds, today's actually the day that back in 2021, when GameStop and AMC were having the short squeeze, and all the big institutions and hedge funds prevented people from buying more to go ahead and prevent the short squeeze. And this is the reason why this is a big narrative. And now they have GameStop, they have AMC, they have NASDAQ. I think NASDAQ's completely dead. I think this is a complete rug. But I'm pretty confident with the AMC and GME narrative. You also have to keep in mind we have Fed week this week, so I'm very bullish with the market. That's why I was longing Solana, because I do believe Solana is going to be hitting that 110 to that 144 price target if we do continue to the upside. So I'm very bullish, right? This is the reason why I was exposing myself to the market. Did I do dumb mistakes? Yes, I did. It is what it is, dude. I don't want to hear it anymore. If you're gonna come in here and tell me anything, like, at least give me some good advice, bro. You know what I mean? At least give me advice, and I'm open to it, right? Show me the ways. I'm open, all ears. I'm here to freaking learn, right? But I'm not here to go ahead and take things from people and just constantly push your freaking buttons, bro. Like, at least help me, man. You can talk all the crap you want on me, but at least help me, man, and I'll be open to it. But with what I'm trying to say, this is the reason why I was longing the market, right? Because I feel the confidence. I see what's going on with the market. I'm very bullish. Can this go completely wrong and be another fake out? 100%. But based on what I'm seeing right now with Solana and what we're seeing with a lot of these meme tokens, this narrative with the GameStop and AMC is going to be very big. Listen to me if you want. Don't listen to me if you don't want. This thing was at 200,000 market cap just live. It literally just went up 422. You're literally seeing this. I'm not saying this. So give it a week. Throw in 50 bucks. I only threw in about 3 souls, so about 300 bucks. As I mentioned, I bought in at 400,000, and I also bought in around this zone right here. So I'm pretty much right now break even on my position, right? And I'm just gonna hold. If this thing doesn't do what I think it's gonna do, it's okay. I'm okay losing the 300 bucks. I have no strategy behind that. I'm not gonna go ahead and swing trade this thing up. I'm just gonna wait for this thing to hit a 10x, and then just go on from there, and then decide whether I want to still be on this trade, right? But based on what I'm seeing with GameStop, of what GameStop was able to do, they did 11 million. This thing has $29 million in volume, and I think this thing's going to be getting ready to continue to go to the upside, right? So don't listen to me. Listen to me. It's up to you, but if you want to go ahead and check out this project, I'll go ahead and share the link here with you. But let me see if this thing actually went live on my end. Hopefully we're still live. I'm gonna be pretty disappointed if we're not. Okay, yeah, we are. Let's go ahead and get that monetization coming up, bro. Definitely will go ahead and need that with the freaking loss that we just took on the 1,200 bucks, but it's okay. It's okay. Anyways. Go ahead and start shilling on your projects right here. I think right now is the time where you want to get a little bit more exposed to the market. Not financial advice. You can go ahead and take whatever you want, but I do feel like there's going to be a lot of more risk on the market, right? That's where we're seeing a lot of these meme tokens. Typically, when we see these meme tokens dump, it's usually because Solana is taking a hit. But I think there's still a lot of really good plays that a lot of you have been shilling and talking about. That I believe right now is the time to buy the dip, right? Buy the dip on all your favorite tokens, all the tokens you guys were shilling me about. All the tokens you have been talking about these last couple weeks are bullish on. The communities. Load up. I have a feeling, not only just a feeling, because that's on good TA, right? Not only do I have a good feeling, but the market is giving the signs that this thing's gonna rip, right? Can I be wrong? 100%. So far I haven't been wrong, right? I've called a lot of these tops, bottoms, short squeezes. I've called pretty much almost everything, right? So maybe I'm wrong on this one. I don't know. Maybe this is the one where I take the huge L and I'm completely wrong. But I think right now is the time to start loading up on your meme tokens, chat. You're going to be surprised in the next coming weeks if it goes our way. If it goes our way, a lot of these meme tokens will be pumping, right? A lot of new narratives will be coming out, but I think your best bet is sticking to the communities that you already feel comfortable with, right? Throwing your money on those, buying the dips on those. When you're buying narratives like at AMC, you know, all these dumb new tokens, it's a high risk, high reward. You're taking the risk of there's a possibility that this thing could hit a 10 million market cap, right? If it doesn't, you're going to lose all your money, right? So just know that with these new tokens coming out, you could hit it if you choose the correct one, but there's a higher chance you're going to lose money. So you're better off going, and I'm not even telling you buy AMC, right? I'm telling you buy the tokens that you are comfortable in the community, whether that's freaking Myro, Bird, Slow, S-Ship, whatever the case is. I think a lot of these tokens will be freaking pumping if we do have this run up. I feel like the risk on is going on right now, and we're actually seeing it in the market, right? The fact that we're having these Reddit tokens, you know, this whole entire new meta right now, it's definitely, and we also, I forgot to mention, we also have Jupiter launch coming in this week. So there's a lot of good catalysts this week. We have the Fed talk, which is probably going to be bullish, to be honest. We have the Jupiter airdrop. We have two big airdrops that we talked about last week or on Friday, I believe. Two major airdrops are coming in, and I think that's going to bring in a lot of liquidity into Solana and into the ecosystem. So that is just me telling you that. You could go ahead and make your own decision, but the market's giving us signs of risk on behavior, right? We're seeing it right now. Like, who the heck would buy a AMC and GameStop token knowing what happened to AMC and GameStop, right? What pretty much happened was brokers prevented buyers from buying it to prevent a short squeeze. So it's bullish, but it's really not bullish, right? So let's go ahead and read some questions right here real quick. Tillery off of work, looking for gems. Nice. DW John, we love you for honesty and transparency. I appreciate you, my guy. GMC on Sol. Yeah, everything's freaking pumping. Mile, exactly. Everybody just cherry picking good trades. Yeah, exactly, man. Exactly, dude. Dude, I could sit here and I could only show you my wins. I could literally sit there and pull out just wins where I'm making 11,000, 5,000, 10,000. I could do that, dude. I could do that 100%. I remember when I had a conversation with Vernon months ago, and he was telling me about his position he was in, and he wasn't really making good trades. I was like, bro, keep your head up. And I was like, just know that like what I'm hitting today, it's not always going to be constant. And two, I could always go ahead and lose his money. And three, I'm doing high risk. So I'm obviously going to get rewarded very, very highly, right? So if you take on high risk, you're going to make a lot of money. But if you don't have proper risk management, like I didn't at the time, you're gonna lose everything, right? So I don't need to show, hey, I lost this much money, hey, I lost this much money. I don't have to. I do it in order for you to go ahead and understand how high the risk that we're doing is, because no one ever talks about how risky leverage trading is. No one talks about how risky meme tokens are. They only talk about the stories of I made $100,000 or I made $1 million overnight, but they never talk about the freaking losses that it takes. It doesn't just take one win, chat. It doesn't take one freaking trade. It takes multiple freaking losses. So eventually the losses that you're seeing here today, you're going to see me hit it big one day, and so are you. Trust me, you will freaking hit it big. I apologize. I'm like really getting to my zone right now. You're going to hit it big. Trust me. You're going to freaking hit it big. And all those people that were saying the opposite to you were pushing you down, telling you, oh, you should probably get, be done with crypto. You're wasting your time. You're gambling too much. Whatever the freaking case it is, that one freaking trade, all it takes is one freaking trade to change your life. And all it takes is one mistake for you to lose all that freaking money. Also, all it takes is you to not give up. Whether it's a loss after loss after loss after loss after loss after loss, as long as you freaking continue to push forward and don't get disappointed and discouraged with what the market brings you, you will eventually win. That's the only way you will win. If you've been trading and you've had nothing but successful freaking trades, congratulations to you. But if you get to the point where you never take risk, I like to see when people lose money, not when you make money. I always say it's okay when you're making money. I hear stories of people telling me, oh, I made this much money, but tell me when you freaking lose money, bro. Tell me how that feels. Tell me how that loss feels when you lose half your account, you lose all your money on a trade because you did either something dumb or something happened. Tell me how you feel afterwards and then come talk to me. You know what I mean? Not a lot of people can handle that pressure. Not that many people could go ahead and lose money constantly every freaking day, every month, whatever the case is, and then get back up with a good winning attitude and say, okay, what can I learn from this mistake? Right? I think that's what it takes a lot more from a person to learn than really making money. Anybody could freaking make money in this space. Best believe. You're at the right time, especially right now in the market. This is a perfect time. Literally anybody could freaking make money. I literally put my buddy on trading. He was making money and I was like, nice, bro. And he was like, dude, it's so easy. You just buy and sell, man. It's really, really freaking easy. I was like, you tell me when you put your money on the line, bro. Tell me when you have your money on the line. And he's gotten wrecked. Why? Because yes, everybody could freaking make money, man. You could get lucky in one trade. You could get lucky in that position, a right opportunity at the right time. But once you freaking lose money, you start losing your mind and you start losing trade after trade after trade, right? And that's really where becoming a trader becomes a trader. You know, it's not in the wins, it's in the losses. It's the mentality of you getting wrecked and understanding what you could go ahead and do moving forward, right? So with that being said, be prepared to make $100,000, $1 million, $500,000, $20,000, $30,000, $50,000. But tell me, are you going to be taking freaking profits when you're up $100,000, when you're up $30,000, when you're up $500,000? Are you going to freaking take profits? You're probably not. You're probably not. And that's the freaking reality of what this space is. People don't take profits. People don't know how to take profits. People get greedy and people get wrecked. The more greed you have, the more wrecked you're going to get. All it takes is one trade to make you very, very successful, hit that home run. But it also takes a lot of freaking losses for you to get there. I know people that make a lot of freaking money, but I also know people that it took them multiple times to go ahead and lose money in order to understand how these meme tokens move, how to understand how to trade, how to understand how to avoid liquidations, whatever the case is, right? So be aware of that. There's a lot of success stories every freaking day, dude. Every freaking day, $40 into 10 million. But did they tell us how they did that strategy? Did they tell us what how much money did they lose to go ahead and obtain finally that one big home run? They don't, because the story is not as fun and sexy. A success story is not cool if they tell you all the freaking losses and all the pain you had to go through in order to be successful. They're just going to tell you the final result. That's really all it is. That's what a story sells, right? Sell the narrative. People don't really want to hear about any of this other stuff. So I'm just keeping that in mind. There's a lot of money to be made in this space. Understand your risk, and I only show this publicly in order to understand the risk that people are getting into, right? Yes, there's going to be times where you make a lot of money, and there's going to be times you're going to lose a lot of freaking money. And what I want to push here is be transparent as to the risks that you're getting, right? Understand that, yes, if you ever see me hit it big, you're going to know why and how much money I had to lose in order to get to that space, which most people won't tell you. Most of these influencers will tell you, oh man, look how much I'm up in my position, $100,000, and you're like, how much money do you have? Oh, $500,000. Well, duh, dude, of course you're gonna make that kind of money if you have $500,000 invested, right? So just keep that in mind, chat. Just keep that in mind. But Solana is a really good project. Shout out to Solana community on that one. Really, really bullish on this one. They have a lot of big plays coming up. I don't think they've been listed on any exchanges yet, but I am really bullish on Solana, by the way. Let's go ahead and check. I know they've have a lot of good things coming out with Solana, so let's go ahead and check what Solana is doing. Yeah, Solana doesn't have any major exchanges yet, so as I mentioned right now, in my opinion, just be very careful, but I do think this is time to go ahead and take a little bit more risk onto the market and buy the dips on your favorite tokens. Solana actually ended up, shouting out the channel, so that's really freaking cool, dude. It looks like now they have a clothing store too. That's freaking cool. I'll definitely buy me some Solana merch, man. So yeah, let's see what other things are going on with Solana. I think the name, I think the logo, I think just everything about Solana is perfect. And the community is pretty strong too. So this one's like one of those where you just have to wait. Look at this. They literally ended up sharing freaking video on the channel. So I really appreciate the freaking Solana community. Never talk to the team. And it's great that, you have teams out there showing love to content creators. I really do appreciate that. Let's go ahead and read some comments real quick. Cat and Bread. Can you go ahead and post the smart contracts down below? Satoshi, none of this is financial advice, 100%. Mr. Dot, how's it going? What's up? G, Heart of Steel, man. Stick with it. I appreciate you. Keep the train moving. I appreciate you, man. Bro, you're doing great. You're still providing liquidity for when. I actually stopped providing liquidity for when, man, because the what I was getting in return wasn't worth it anymore. I was getting like 0.30, like I wasn't getting 13% anymore. So the thing is, when you're providing liquidity, that's what usually happens. You go ahead and it starts decreasing down when you're providing liquidity. So I exited my position on providing liquidity. But hey, look, it looks like our buddy Junkie right here is speaking, man. 224 freaking speakers in this freaking space. That's insane, man. That is insane. That's good to freaking see, man. That's freaking good to see my buddy out there freaking running a huge space. That's freaking sick. We're gonna join him in a bit. But this is the power of connections, right? Connect with the right people. You're gonna get the right opportunities, right? So always keep that in mind as well. Jose, how's it going, Jose? Hope you're having a good one. John, make sure to watch your language so you won't get the sweet ad revenue. Yes, dude. This sounds like addict talk. You just need to hit it big. Keep gambling. Sad to see. Dude, I'm not gambling, Mark. That's the thing, bro. Like, I'm not gambling. Like, I understand your perspective. And I think we all been through that. I think we do all have a little bit of gambling inside of us. And I could definitely assure you that from my past, I definitely have unconsciously. But I think at this point in my life, I don't. I could be completely wrong. But I'm talking based on a lot of these meme tokens. A lot of these meme tokens, you really can't do proper technical analysis, right? You can't do any proper technical analysis. So all you can really do with a lot of these meme tokens, these are just lottery tickets. A lot of these meme tokens, all you have to do is just stick the narrative together with one-on-one and then get your result and your answer, right? That's what I mean by you're gonna hit it big eventually in one of these on one of these freaking meme tokens. These meme tokens are gambles, chat. These are lottery tickets. These are literally, there's a reason why we have a lot of people in the meme coin space, because everybody's a freaking gambler that trades meme tokens. That's really what the reality is. Like, if you're trading meme tokens, you're probably a freaking gambler. You probably are a gambler, to be honest. That's really what the reality is. If you're trading a lot of these freaking meme tokens, you're a gambler, or you have some sort of gambling kind of thing going on, because meme tokens make no sense, bro. They really make no sense. And there's a strategy behind it, but there really isn't. And the strategy behind it, it's either you're connected with the people in the back end, with the developers and big people that are going to pump a project, and you know when to pump and when to exit a trade, or you're just guessing and estimating based on past results that you did very successful with, and understand what to get into but and what not to get into. So meme tokens are mostly just gambles. These are just straight gambles. No matter what the token is, these are all gambles. If you're trading into, like, let's say you're trading Solana or you're trading Bitcoin, you can still go ahead and keep it up with like what is a gambler's mindset, I guess, if you want to call it, because I've seen that happen too. But if you're trading a lot of these positions without understanding like what's going on, and you're taking risk on because you see the opportunity, then no, I wouldn't consider that a gamble. Like, my Solana trade wasn't a gambling trade. It was a pretty good proper trade. Did I not have Did I not have a freaking stop loss set up because I forgot? Yes. 100%. That was the dumbest thing I did. Did I not know how to navigate the platform? I mean, literally Piff Daddy said, like last week, he's like, oh, I'm only going to put in like $100 so I could understand the platform first and not go ahead and wreck myself. And guess what John did? He ended up putting freaking about $3,000 into the platform, playing around with it. And then it took him losing freaking $1,200 to understand what not to do. The people learn differently, man. It kind of sucks, but that's the kind of behavior I have, right? It's like, I got to go ahead and touch it and see if it actually burns to understand if it burns. And this is the reason why I'm telling you, you could either learn from two ways. There's two ways people learn. People learn through their own mistakes, and then people learn through the mistakes of others. Unfortunately, I haven't been that kind of type. I've been the kind of person that has to go through it and has to go through the pain to be like, oh snap, maybe I shouldn't freaking do that. And that's the way I freaking learn. Like that, like it's the dumbest thing ever. Like someone could come and sit here and tell me exactly not to walk on fire, and because I want to go ahead and know what it feels like, I'll go ahead and do it. And that's really, really freaking dumb, right? But that's my kind of learning style. And hopefully I could grow out of that learning style. And I don't have to do as many mistakes, because I think I could have prevented a lot of mistakes in my past if I probably didn't have that kind of learning style, but I do. So that's why I tell you my mistakes, in order for a lot of you to not do it, because maybe you don't have that same kind of learning style where you have to get wrecked to know not what to do. Right? It's like for me, right? When I was working out at the gym, you know, I would lift super, super heavy, and it took me an injury that set me back years to go ahead and understand not to lift heavy ever again. So was that the dumbest thing? Yes. Would have I ever listened to anybody to tell me not to lift heavy at the gym? No, because I'd be like, bro, you're a snowflake. How are you not going to lift heavy in the gym, dude? You have to lift heavy. You have to lift heavy to grow muscle. What do you mean don't lift heavy? What do you mean don't train 7 days a week? But guess what? John had to go through training 7 days a week, not having full recovery, and then getting freaking injured, and then being out of the gym for a while. Do I know that now? Yes. Do I overtrain now? No. I now know I know when and how to listen to my body. I don't lift super, super heavy because I remember what happened to my shoulder. So it sucks. It is what it is, right? But some of us have different learning styles. Some of us, as I mentioned, learn through mistakes of others, and some of us have to go through the pain to understand not to go ahead and do that. And unfortunately, I'm one of those. But fortunately, you could avoid all of that if you haven't gone through any of that. So I know a lot because I've been through a lot, and because I've been wrecked a lot. So I know a lot of things in life at my age because I've done a lot of things. and that's through getting wrecked, right? Not the best thing, but that's the reason why. So with that being said, you can either learn from me or you don't. Or you do the same exact thing as me. Up to you. I'm not a financial advisor, so I don't know why anybody would take my advice to begin with. Tillery says, I don't be feeling good when I lose money, but yeah, I lost money and made money only because I didn't sell, because I was at work today and missed the top sale. That's the worst, bro. I feel you on that. That's happened to me before, Tillery. Dad Master says, never chase. I agree with you. Akira Solana. Let's look at Akira Solana. Let's go ahead and show us some tokens. Will, how's it going, man? Hope you're having a good one today. What's poppin', John? Experience is the best teacher. I agree, dude. Personally, I believe experience is the best teacher, but other people think otherwise, right? Oh, this is a pre-sale. Interesting. Funds raised 684. So that's about what? Is that 6,000 or is that 60,000? You guys have to let me know about that. This kind of reminds me of Clifford, right? But yeah, I mean, see, the biggest issue that I've noticed, is that when you put attachment to something, like whether it's money, whether it's like a person, a loved one, or a friend, or whatever the case is, I guess this is the mentality I have. When it comes to a lot of things, when you have physical attachment to it or emotional attachment, you're more than likely going to lose what you have there. So it happens time and over again, right? Sometimes we don't want to go ahead and let let go of that relationship or that friend. So we have this this fear of letting go, right? And when you have that fear of letting go, usually that fear is transmitted through energy, right? People could sense that, animals could sense that, things could sense that, and you're transmitting out into the universe that you're scared of something wrong happening, right? And that's usually why things happen sometimes. That's why sometimes you're like, oh snap, why did I lose this relationship, or why did this happen, or you know, why did I lose money on this trade? You know, maybe because you were fearful of losing money. You know, maybe I subconsciously was freaking panicking that I was gonna lose money and wake up to money being lost, and that's exactly what freaking happened, right? So I think also like the attachment of money shouldn't be a fear, right? I've noticed that most really good traders don't look at the amount that they make. Like the good traders that I've talked to, they go based on percentages and what their return is going to be on a trade, right? They don't really care if it's going to be $5,000, if it's $3,000, if it's $100,000. They all treat it all the same. They treat $500 as if it was a five grand position, right? And that's, I think, the hardest thing mentally, right? The hardest thing mentally, in my opinion, as a trader, I would say, is the psychological part. You know, understanding when it's easy when you're trading $100, 5 grand, 10 grand, 20 grand. But when you're trading the bigger amounts and you don't have proper risk management and all that, you're going to lose when that money comes in and out, right? So you have to understand how to stay level-headed and not trying to make money quick. That's where we all get wrecked. We see there's a pre-sale. I like the website, man. It's like a Clifford, right? It's like Clifford the big dog, the big red dog. There was a token on Ethereum. I think it was last year, last bull run. It was called Clifford, I think. Yeah, it was Clifford. That was a pretty big token too. So I could see this thing taking off because it's a red dog. Akira. I wonder what Akira is and how this thing works. But this is pretty cool. They have about 31 hours left to pre-sale. We're going to go ahead and see how things go. I'm probably not going to buy this, to be honest, just because I've never played with pre-sales on Solana. I don't know how Solana pre-sales do. If anybody knows, let me know down below. But how do Solana pre-sales go, by the way? Do they go pretty well? Are they good, or are they bad? Or how do the pre-sales go? That's what I would definitely like to go ahead and know about that. 60K. Did you say you were up 60K, Tillery? Smash that like button for me, chat. But yeah, today is going to be just one of those days where we kind of shill any projects that we want to, and we kind of talk about them. And then just start kind of positioning ourselves for these positions. But overall, I'm going to be looking at we're going to be looking at the market too as well. Let's go ahead and see what Tillery went ahead and shared with us. Akira Solana pre-sale live now. 600 plus. Oh, 60K in just 24 hours. Exciting times. Has anybody participated on a pre-sale on Solana? I think I have about $100 left on one of these accounts on BingX. I don't know if I want to throw my money on this though. Like, should I just throw it? And this is sometimes what you have to ask yourself, right? Sometimes it might be your last $100 that you might have that could change your freaking trade, bro. That happened to me once with Pepe too. I had literally $100 left to my name after getting scammed with Ethereum. I lost about 3 grand back in November, and all I had was about $100, I think it was, or $50 around there. $100, let's call it. And I ended up putting my position into Pepe too, and that's when I grew the $100 into 20 grand, right? So sometimes all it takes is that one play. All it takes is that one play and you actually taking on that risk. Sometimes when you think it might not do good is usually the time it does pretty well. So I don't know. Maybe I'll throw some money in this. Maybe I'll throw some money in this and see where things go. I don't know how pre-sales on Solana go. I usually don't really like pre-sales, to be honest with you. Typically pre-sales, they always freaking dump. Like it's not usually a case they don't dump. But let's go ahead and see. Let's read this real quick. We've raised an impressive 600 SOL in just 24 hours. Exciting times. And that's about it. Let's see. Okay, so final orders remaining pre-sale will be airdropped equally among first $1,500 wallets below. Just interact and drop your SOL address. So only 1,500 people have access to getting the tokens. I'm kind of confused. Like, can you still participate on this or no? To join SOL to Akira.sci or buy on our website. Interesting. 31 hours left. What are you guys thinking of this? Let me know down below. What do you guys think about this launch? I keep getting airdropped tokens on ICP that aren't even registered properly. Some don't even have value and sign yet. Oh, that means they're probably going to be getting that probably means they're going to they're eventually going to go ahead and provide some value on those airdrops. Generally, pre-sales are high risk. Yeah, pre-sales are usually, dude, pre-sales usually dump, dude. There's maybe been a good handful of pre-sales, maybe very minimal pre-sales that I've been in that don't dump. Like, usually they always dump. Like, pre-sales always freaking dump. Always, always, always. Can this be the other case where they don't dump? 100%. And that's kind of the risk you have to take. It's like, do you want to go ahead and throw in money on this and, wait for it, or do you want to go ahead and throw money in it and take the gamble? Because it's a gamble that this thing's not going to rug pull. They don't freaking, do something to your wallet on the back end. Like, it's just a lot of things that could go wrong, right? You could connect your wallet, you might get the tokens, but then they freaking hack you later on. Like it's just a lot of things. It's just a lot of things you always have to keep into consideration, right? I think Glenn and Billy and probably Vernon participated on some pre-sales, but I'm not too sure. I've never participated on any. All tokens are pretty hit and miss. Yeah, man. I totally feel you on that. I mean, it's really just a hit or miss on a lot of these things. Like, you really can't predict a lot of these meme tokens. These meme tokens, that's why I hate sometimes doing technical analysis on these meme tokens, because you can't predict where they're going to go. You know what I mean? You could speculate where things could go. You could speculate. You could sit here and speculate and dissect it and say why, AMC is going to go to the moon 100%, but you just don't know. No one really knows. I kind of wish I was holding on to my one position right now. Let's go ahead and do some technical analysis on Solana. This was my zone right here that I told all of you that I was going to enter a position if we were to go ahead and see Solana come back down. So I actually entered a position on Solana like around this zone right here, and I actually ended up loading up at the top as usual and then bought the dip right here. And then I got liquidated right here, right? So right now what it looks like Solana could be possibly forming on the 4-hourly. It looks like we could possibly be forming some sort of head and shoulders pattern. So we're going to go ahead and see where the bottom is for Solana. But I do believe that Solana is looking pretty juicy in my opinion. Looking at the 1-hourly right now, it looks like we are in this consolidation phase. It looks like we might have already finished that head and shoulders pattern. And that's actually what we're seeing right now with the final, with what's usually left with the head and shoulders pattern, right? We either pump one last time, we dump, or we consolidate in the zone before we break out of the downtrend and then retest higher highs, right? So I do believe my price target for Solana is going to be 110 in the short term. I do think in the midterm we could be expecting Solana at over $144, and this is one of the reasons why I went long on one of my positions on BingX. I still have about $100. I did say I was going to start a $100 challenge. I think I'm still going to do that right now, chat, but I think I'm going to take a break until we see the kind of volatility we're going to be getting in the space for the Fed talk. And the fact that I accidentally lost, I guess you could call it accidentally, I lost the what is it? How much money did I lose? $1,200. I'm not going to go ahead and trade right now. I'm just going to take a break. I'm going to take a break for probably coming Monday. That's actually tomorrow for me. Let's do this. Based on what Solana looks like, I'll go ahead and consider an opening trade. I'm just going to wait for Solana to do its thing. and see how market opens coming on Monday. So coming up Monday is going to give me more information of how the market should be doing leading into Wednesday. Wednesday is Fed talk, and I do think a lot of people are going to be hyped, and if this does go our way, we're going to see Solana break past 110, and we're going to see a lot of these meme tokens take off, right? So it's a very, very important and volatile week. And with that being said, I still have $100 left to trade with, because I don't want to lose any more money. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm just gonna take the L, the money that I lost, and that's it. I'm done. Like, I'm freaking done. I lost the money. It is what it is. My last hope is AMC. I put in $300 on this, and I'm just gonna wait for this thing to do its thing. If it 10x's, great. I made all my money plus more. If it doesn't, great. It's okay. I'm still gonna continue with my life, right? I do still have about $100 left on my BingX account, and I talked about how we were going to do a $100 challenge. So we could go ahead and start documenting that journey of the $100 challenge and start looking into the projects we could get into, right? Obviously, it's going to be with proper risk management is what I'm going to go ahead and push. And that way, now I learned from my mistakes of what not to do and what to do. So now we're going to be able to do that together, right? So I'm going to be still doing that $100 challenge, and I'll still be doing that course on how to leverage trade and all that. So definitely do expect a lot of content this coming up week. But as I mentioned, it is a very, very volatile week, right? A lot, in my opinion, I think I see more upside than downside, but I could be wrong. And if we do see upside, even that $100, dude, can make us a lot of freaking money. Like, I'm pretty confident we can make a pretty good decent amount of money if we find the right play at the right opportunity. So right now, I think it's just all about looking for the opportunities and then start positioning ourselves for the for the opportunities is what I meant. So I'm still going to be doing that $100 challenge. I haven't forgotten. I'm still going to push that. So instead of gambling my last $100 on Akira, I'm just going to go ahead and do a leverage trading challenge. We're going to go ahead and do that. That thing probably has decreased from $100 to probably a little bit lower, but we're going to go ahead and do the best that we can with our ability and then see how quickly we could go ahead and grow that. I'm thinking of possibly we throw our money into WIF, and that's where we're going to be able to make most of our money quite quickly. But we could also blow up our account pretty quickly. So we have to be very, very careful with the $100 challenge. Is like, do we want to be super, super degenerate and throw money into dog with a hat and then get wrecked? Or do we want to be super degenerate and actually make money with dog with a hat? Right? So it's going to be plays like that right now that we're going to be looking at. I think I might stay away from the meme tokens for now, because I think if we do enter meme tokens, unless it's a really good juicy opportunity setup for us, I don't mind jumping into it. But right now, even with WIF, I don't really see any zone to really jump into. I don't see any opportunity for us to even risk our $100 onto a position with leverage on this, right? Especially meme tokens. Meme tokens move very, very quickly. These things pump 30 to 40, 60, 70% literally in a matter of minutes and hours, right? So you'll get liquidated a lot quicker, but you'll make money a lot quicker as well, right? So we could literally turn the $100 into, we could literally probably take $100 into $1,000 in a week trading meme tokens with leverage. But it's super, super high risk. And right now, with a lot of volatility in the market, I think we're more destined to get wrecked than make money. So I'm looking at probably the higher cap altcoins. If we do start this, when we start this $100 challenge, I'm thinking of probably still longing Solana, because I feel very, very confident on this. And I do think that Solana is going to break 110 and 144 and above. So even with that kind of trade setup, like let's say like if we were to go ahead and enter with $100, I don't know how much that would be. Let's actually calculate that, all right? Let's go ahead and calculate that and see if I could bring up my BingX account right now. And if I can, we're going to calculate how much money we could potentially make leverage trading with $100 on Solana, right? So let's see how this goes for us. Yeah, I think Solana is going to try a breakout too. True, the weekend is always irrational. It's good to wait on Mondays. Yeah, 100%, man. How has it been holding up? When has been holding up pretty well, man. It's actually been pumping. I actually got rid of when I sold yesterday. I kind of regret I did, but I ended up selling yesterday. So I thought it was already done with, but we're back at 150 market cap. So of course, when I sell, it goes up, right? So story of my life. But it looks like right now a lot of these tokens we could be getting into an opportunity, and that's why I've been talking about leverage trading. I've been talking about how I think it's a really good time to join the market. But I do want to go ahead and emphasize the risk that go on into the market. All right, so can I go ahead and enter this? Dude, I've made literally over 600 bucks, I think. Yeah, just from freaking putting money on my BingX account. Like, I deposited money and I've literally have free money just waiting here on the table for me. So hopefully we could take advantage of some of these freaking some of these rewards and hopefully get our account back up. But I still do have money. I think it's about right here. Like, I'll show you right here how much money I got left, because I ended up pulling out the rest of my money, dude. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna pay my bills and all that, and just do what I got to do with the rest of my money, because if I keep it in the market, I'm going to lose it all. So old John would have freaking lost his whole entire paycheck, bro. The new John only loses half of it and he's okay with it and just doesn't lose all of it, right? But prior, you know, I'd freaking lose my whole entire check in the market, dude. Dumbest thing ever. You know, that's what I'm talking about. Degeneracy and gambling. That's definitely gambling right there. Did I end up selling my Ceros? I don't think I have, because I checked my account earlier right here. I think I do have it when I checked under a wealth account. Oh snap, dude! It's not gonna be $100 anymore. Hopefully this token goes up. So I provided liquidity just to go ahead and test this. So I'm providing liquidity on this token called Saros, and I'm supposed to be getting a 300% in 7 days. So we're gonna go ahead and see how that thing goes. But that's kind of the reason why I was doing this. So hopefully this thing goes back up when we start trading, because this is not going to be a 10,000. This is not going to be $100 challenge anymore if this thing can't go up, right? So we're gonna go ahead and see where things go. But I should be getting a decent amount, I think. I mean, it's 300%, so 365 APR in 7 days. So hopefully we can make some money off of this. If this thing does make us money, then we'll be able to trade with a little bit more. But I have 7 days to unlock it, so I'll probably wait 7 days. I'll probably just go ahead and do that and wait the 7 days to wait for this thing to be done with. So I entered on the 27th, 28, 29, 30, 1, 2. So the 3rd, I believe the 3rd of February is going to be the time when I'm going to be able to pull out my money. I could pull it out now, but like as I mentioned, I want to see what this 365% APR is in 7 days, if this thing can make me money. And 2 is hopefully the valuation of the project goes up, because I put in $100 and now it's worth $85. So hopefully cross my fingers this thing doesn't dump too much, and hopefully by the time we do get our funds released, we get a nice little return back. Because if I get like $10, I'm gonna be freaking pissed, bro. I'll be so mad if I get like cents for depositing my money. So we're gonna see if it, you know, what usually sounds too good to be true, maybe might be. So this sounded a little too good to be true, so I was like, you know what, I gotta test it out to see if it's real. So we're gonna test it out. Hopefully, you know, this thing is really good and doesn't get us wrecked. So fingers crossed, and hopefully by then we have this token also pump. So hopefully we can get back to our $100 and make a little bit of profits with the staking on that. So we'll see where that goes. But yeah, that's going to be the money I have set up for the trading account. Hopefully we can get it back to $100 so we can make it a flat $100 challenge. If not, we're just gonna have to deal with it and do what we have, right? And just that way we could go ahead and see what opportunities we could take into the market as well. So if you do want to go ahead and, you know, start leverage trading, which I don't really suggest it, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's high risk, high reward. Go ahead and make sure to use BingX right here down below. I've literally received over $600 just from depositing money into my account and just from free trading. So I literally got free capital to trade on BingX just from depositing money, right? There has to be an amount you have to trade. There has to be challenges you have to go ahead and take in order for you to get the bonuses and hit them. But they're really, really easy. They're probably the easiest exchange I've ever hit bonuses on, because not even MEXC was very, very difficult to hit a lot of their bonuses. But I've received a few, but not as easy as BingX in my opinion. BingX, I've already received over $600 in bonuses, literally just from doing my everyday regular trading, right? So I would definitely recommend checking out BingX, non-KYC. We also have MEXC right here. Most of these plays are mostly for meme coins, so MEXC is a good platform, but right now I'm sticking to BingX, right? I'm trying to stay a little bit slightly away from the meme tokens and try a new exchange. You also have Bybit right here, and if you want to go ahead and use a VPN, which is really needed, especially in the space of crypto, I recommend NordVPN, 69% off with 3 months extra. But I do want to emphasize trading is a high risk thing, all right? So just be aware of that. You could lose all your money, but if you could also just do spot trading if you want, and you don't have to leverage trade if you don't want to. You could also go ahead and do spot trading and do different kinds of things like staking, which is actually pretty cool. So I really like BingX so far. The only con that I would say BingX has right now is that they don't have as many meme tokens as MEXC. So the degeneracy level is not there with BingX, in my opinion. But if you want degeneracy to the max, MEXC is the platform to go ahead and do that on. So definitely go ahead and check out those platforms. But yeah, that's pretty much it on my end. Let's go ahead and see what other questions we have. Yeah, you got to put in the plan in the market, man. It's really good. Go Good says the market goes up and down so much, it's set up second guessing whether we should just bought or sold. Yeah, 100%. That's just how the market is, bro. It's meant to get us wrecked. Yeah, don't mess with that pre-sale, bro. Might be a scam. Did you connect your wallet already, Tillery? I'd be very careful, chat, because you know, Vernon actually just got one of his wallets freaking drained. So be very careful to where you connect your wallets to. Be very careful. Like, that's what I was saying. Like maybe it's a hit or miss. Maybe you do make money off this project, but once you connect your wallet to this, the team has access to your wallet. So whether they rug pull you today, they might rug pull you in 10 days or 30 days from now, right? So be very careful when it comes to connecting a wallet. Always use a burner wallet when it comes to connecting to websites you might not know. Like, if you're using Jupiter, I think you should always go ahead and switch your wallets, because you could always get keyloggers installed. That's what I had last time. But be very careful when it comes to connecting your wallet with any of these tokens. But it looks like you could actually do a direct transfer as well, right? So that's actually pretty good that they actually allow you to do a direct send, because they know people are not dumb enough to connect their wallet, bro. There might be some people that will, and I'm not calling you dumb. I'm just saying that you know, if you haven't been, you know, hacked, or you haven't gotten any malware freaking exposed on your computer or any of that, you probably don't know what it feels like freaking waking up to your money being gone, right? Or your computer being locked. Something that happens very common in the space. So be very careful what you connect your wallet into. And when it comes to giveaways, whatever the case is, be very careful when it comes to doing all that, right? Be careful with what you click, because you could go ahead and get an account takeover. Liquidity pools are the best degen place at the moment till we get a bit more direction in the market. I agree with you, John, doing real world data and research. I appreciate you, man. Went one soul into ANC just before. Hopefully it goes somewhere. I'm there with you, John. It's the moon or nothing. 100%, man. I don't know. I feel confident in AMC. I could be wrong, man. I could be 100% wrong, but based on the narrative, the community, and all of that, it's worth the risk, man. You really can do anything. That's what I want to let everybody know. Meme tokens, you can make a lot of money, bro, but no one really knows which one's going to be a rug pull, which one's going to be successful. I don't want to say I kind of did, you know, I don't want to say regretted it, but I kind of downed myself on this position right here, Black Air Force Ones. I got in at like under 100,000 or 300,000 market cap. No, I think it was 100,000. Yeah, I got it into 100,000 market cap, and I told myself I'm not selling until I hit a million, and I ended up selling at like a 30% pump. So this thing is down right now. We'll see if it has another run up. It probably does. It probably will. It usually has a 70% correction before it has a massive run up to the upside. But this thing hit over a million market cap. So if I would have stuck to what my belief was, and I was confident about my position, I would have made a 10x. But this is the reason why I'm telling you, no one could tell you anything about your trade. If you have that feeling where you're like, you know what, I'm feeling confident in this, it might not be the best thing to do, but just do it. Because like the worst mistake is you knowing you should have done it and then you missed out on so much freaking money, right? So just go in with what your gut instinct tells you, and my gut instinct tells me AMC is the play. That I'm just leaving it as that, and that's it. I think this is going to be the play. I think, as degenerate as it sounds, I think this is going to be the savior to the money that I just lost, as ridiculous as that sounds, but the narrative doesn't get any better on this. So we'll see if it plays up to the expectation of what I think. But I think, you know, $8.16 million in volume in 24 hours, and it hasn't even been 24 hours since this thing has launched. Actually, it launched yesterday, so it has. I think it's a lot. So I think dips are going to be continuing to be bought out, but just go ahead and figure it out. Not financial advice, super degenerate. We saw GameStop hit 11 million, and I think this is just a dump of profit taking and getting all the Jeets out of the market in order for the whales to buy the dips, because they know what's coming. And if we do have the Fed talk being very bullish this week, I do expect these to do a huge run up. But we'll see. I don't know. I only put in 3 souls, so we'll see where things go with this. Yeah, Vernon says, please avoid what happened to me and millions others. Those scammers will do anything for a buck. Yeah, 100%, man. Be very careful. Don't open links. We also have been having a lot of scammers on Discord pretending it's me. I will never, ever directly ask you, you know, for money. The only time I would ever ask you for money, like I think Vernon and Dabmaster today, was for gas fees, because I needed like 25 cents and they sent me like $1. That's the only time I would ever ask. But usually I would not go ahead and ask any of you directly and message you like, hey, like click on this link out of nowhere, or like I will not go ahead and like tell you to send me money. So be very careful of you on the Discord, because we have been seeing a lot of scammers on there actively trying to scam everyone. And we're seeing this because of the bull run, right? Usually a lot of these scammers know a lot of people start getting greedy too, and they start taking advantage of that. So be very careful with a lot of scammers right now at the moment. So we'll see where things go with the market. But yeah, be careful with a lot of those pre-sales too. Anything that requires you connecting your wallet, be careful, because you won't know when there's a keylogger installed until you go ahead and actually check your account. You're like, oh snap, dude, my computer is compromised. And for the most part, you never know when your computer is compromised. That's the sad reality of the truth. You don't know if you have any spyware or you're being compromised until like literally probably 60 to 90 days. That's typically what it takes in order for even big corporations to understand that they've been attacked, cyber attacked, right? So just keep that in mind. It happens to everybody, especially in the space of crypto. It's very doable, and have multiple wallets. And luckily Vernon was smart enough not to keep, I'm not going to go down. Vernon was smart enough not to keep all his money in one wallet. So he did lose quite a bit though, right? Vernon, I think he lost $2 grand. Someone impersonating you wanted me to connect my wallet for a MEXC airdrop. Really? Can you send screenshots of those too, man? Moonboy says, I can confirm, John only DMs me for nudes. 20 soul, yeah, dude, that's insane. Yeah, start using burner wallets, chat. Like the wallets that I use, they're burner wallets. Those are not my wallets that I actively change my wallets, because I've noticed on one of my MetaMask wallets, I was like, dude, I don't know why, but I have a feeling like my wallet got compromised, because I logged it into a website too that somebody was telling me like, oh yeah, you could join our community, like just connect your wallet and you'll get an NFT. And I was like, that's kind of weird, bro. And I looked at my wallet activity and I saw one of my tokens sold, but it wasn't that much money. It was like only about $1, like $2. But I thought it was weird that I was like, I don't remember ever making that transaction, right? So what I ended up doing is that I ended up making a whole entire new wallet, and I no longer touch the other wallet. Why? Because I think my wallet's compromised. Is it compromised? I don't know, but I'm not taking chances. That's why for me personally, I like changing new wallets every couple months. I've literally been in this wallet for almost a year, and I'm getting rid of it and I'm not touching it again. I'm just gonna wait to see if there's any like dust tokens at Moon, And if they do, I'm throwing that wallet away. I'm never going to use it. I'm never going to touch it. So use new wallets all the time. Use new wallets all the time. By the way, chat, did any one of you send me an NFT? Because I got this NFT right here. I don't know if any of you sent it to me. If any of you did, that's really freaking cool and awesome. But I don't know how I got this NFT, but I got this NFT right here. Look, I got this NFT right here. Does anybody know what this is? I don't know what Mongo collection is. Maybe this is another scam too. But if anybody could go ahead and let me know what this is, that'd be pretty cool. But I'm assuming this is probably like possibly, hopefully, a freaking an alpha airdrop that I got, and it's probably worth a lot of money. That'd be freaking great. But let's see where this thing goes to. Yeah, this account just comes from a random wallet. Doesn't show anything. But be very, very careful, because also with this, look. Also with this, I've noticed on my wallet, I've noticed that with this NFT right here, there's these NFTs too right here. So be very, very careful. Look at this. Look at these two that I got. 2024 Jupiter airdrop. I don't know how legit this is. I don't think this is legit. But it says you have been invited for Jupiter drop. I don't know if this is legit or not, but it says get free $1,200 of Jupiter. I'm not taking any chances. I think this is freaking phony. And we're gonna see the website right here. It says GUPQQQ, and then we're gonna go ahead and see what the real website is. GUP.AG. So be very, very careful. This is the actual real exchange, and this NFT right here is a fake one. This is not a real exchange, all right? So don't connect your wallets to any of this. Look, even if I go to this website right now, you're gonna go ahead and see. Look, I'm gonna go to the website. Probably the worst thing you could do, by the way, you don't want to do this. You do not want to click on any links, because maybe I already got freaking hacked like this. But literally, all it takes is you to click that link, and your wallet might get automatically connected, or it tells you right here, claim my 100% Jupiter. Right, look. It says right here, just to connect your wallet, and it says ignore, proceed to get rewards. Claim, confirm button. So there's like, and they're going to tell you you're going to get the freaking Jupiter tokens for the airdrop. So be very, very careful. This is not the real Jupiter. As you can see, this is a total phony website. So be very, very careful. Don't connect your wallet to any of this. We're seeing these fake freaking transactions right now going through, or maybe they're real, dude. Maybe they are people actually connecting their wallets to this, thinking they're going to get the Jupiter freaking airdrop, and little do they know they're getting freaking scammed, dude. So freaking sucks, right? So let's see where things go with that. But yeah, be very, very careful with what I just showed you. There's a lot of things you can get wrecked on this market. I heard of Mongu a few weeks ago, but I don't remember the details. Interesting. They want you to try to sell the NFT so they can hack your wallet. Everybody, fake scam. They want to drain your wallet. The NFT contains malicious code in order to drain your wallet whenever you interact with them. Yeah, 100%, man. Goddamn, time for a new wallet. Yeah, the thing is, dude, it's that like these wallets, like these scammers, like go through all these wallets like back to back. They just send it over to, like, it does cost them money too. It costs them money to freaking send the links, right? It's kind of like them sending you mail to your house. But all it really takes is one person to like try to be greedy and sell an NFT, or be curious enough to see if it's real, and that's where they'll scam you. So there's a lot of tactics these scammers do, and you have to be very, very aware of what goes on with these tactics, right? So just be very, very aware with that. Yeah, but that's kind of the reason why I don't like marrying a wallet. I like using multiple wallets, right? So after this wallet that I've already used, I'm gonna go ahead and throw away and start a new one. But anyways, chat, hope all of you have a wonderful rest of your day today. Thank you very much for tuning in. I'm going to go ahead and end the live stream now. Make sure all of you have a wonderful day. And as always, make sure to use my links down below. BingX and MEXC down below in the description. giving out bonuses, no KYC on BingX and MEXC. And check out NordVPN if you need a VPN. This is one of the best ways to, not get freaking hacked and stuff like that. So I'll catch all of you on